Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Real Talk with AJ. I am your host, Eno Jerry. We are back again with a sharp dose of motivation, served with truth, with a sprinkle of pure vibes. How you guys doing today? It's so good to be back on the show. And today I have a very special, beautiful, gorgeous guest in the house, my future Miss World, like I like to call her. Okay, so before we delve into the topic of the day with my beautiful guest, we're gonna go with our tradition, our quotes for the day, and our quotes for the day is this: "There is purpose in the pain. There is purpose in the pain. Find it, find it, find the purpose in the pain." Because a lot of us, most times, when we are going through a struggle, when we're going through pain, we tend to want to feel like we are the only one in the world that is going through that. And we tend to want to feel like the very victim of that circumstance. And we don't take time to take inventory of why is this happening? Why am I going through this? Why am I feeling this? So because we are so focused on the issue and the problem, we don't get to sit back and ask ourselves those questions that will help us to understand what this pain is about to birth. Because every pain is birthing something new. So whatever pain you're going through, be rest assured that you are in the process of birthing something new, something remarkable, something magnificent. So don't get too caught up in the pain, don't get too caught up in the situation, but find the purpose in it, because there is purpose in every pain. So today we will be talking about self-love. Self-love. I've always wanted to talk about this particular topic because I believe that the journey to true happiness starts with self, starts with loving yourself, starts with appreciating and liking the person you see in the mirror every day. So what is self-love? How do you identify self-love? What is the difference between self-love and selfishness? So these are some of the things I want to talk to my guests about today. So before we get into the business of today, we're going to go on a very quick break. But when we come back, we'll be talking deep about love. So stick with us. We're right back. All right, welcome back to Real Talk with AJ. Okay, like I said before, I have a very beautiful guest in the house. You guys, she's so pretty. She's my future Miss World, just so you know. Let it be said that I said it here first, okay? Miss Debbie. Oh, wait, first of all, how do you say your last name? Because I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want your parents to come for me. Like, that's not how you say my name. How do you say your last name?
It's pronounced Ibogo.
Ibogo. Where is
Yes,
Ibogo? Where is that from?
From Cross River State, Abbey local government.
Cross River State. You're from Cross River State. That's
Yes.
beautiful. Like, why is it that people from Cross River and River State always kind of like have very unique like last names? Like they don't sound Nigerian at all. If I can say that. How are you, darling? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell the audience, your future fans, as the future Miss World. Tell us who is Debbie? Who is Miss Evogor? Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. My name is Evogo Deborah Chinazam.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Cross River State. I'm a final year student of biochemistry,
Okay.
University of Uyo.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a makeup artist.
Makeup artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an actress.
Okay.
And I'm currently a brand ambassador to Inspire Naja Daughter School Conference. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Inspire. I saw that on your shirt. Okay, wow. So before I even ask you that, I have so many questions. What is a makeup artist, actress doing, studying biochemistry? What are you going to do with that?
Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that question. Okay. Well, in the world we live today, education is very important.
Okay.
And we have education, we have passion and talent.
Okay.
Yeah, we have things that we're passionate about. So it's good to be educated.
Okay.
Yeah, and be satisfied. Like certified.
Okay.
Yeah, and then makeup artist. I want to own a makeup line.
Okay.
Yeah, and as a biochemist, I could actually have a cosmetic line. As a biochemist,
I see how you linked that up. Oh, very nicely done. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, okay.
Yeah, even if I wouldn't want to maybe work for someone or work in a laboratory or in some food company and all that, so I can own my own makeup
line.
Yeah, have my own lab where we produce makeup as a biochemist.
Okay, so in your makeup practice, so you get to see different things, the different chemicals are in makeup. You see how they react to each person's skin, so that will inform you on how to create your own line of makeup. That's beautiful. So how long have you been doing makeup? How long have you been acting?
Okay, I've started makeup since 2016.
Okay.
Yes, and acting. Well,
have you always had the passion for acting?
Yes, I've always had the passion, but not the platform.
Okay.
Yeah, but recently I did, and I'm still very happy about that.
How was that experience for you?
That's real experience. That's real acting experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got to understand more about it. It's not just you're watching TV and people they love work to it, and
shout out to
even after experiencing that, I'm not regretting. I still had fun. I still enjoyed myself while doing it.
Yeah, I like just shout out to all the actors out there, because they are acting is work. Is a craft that we don't appreciate a lot. Like it's greatly underrated. So actors out there, I'm an actress myself, so I would know this. So shout out to all my actors out there. You guys are doing phenomenal work and everything. So thank you. So Miss Debbie, so you say you're a brand ambassador for what is Inspire? What is Inspire Naja Daughter?
Okay, Inspire Naja Daughter Schools Conference is actually a conference that's been organized by the Inspired Nigerian Child. Okay. Yeah, they're NGO. Okay. Yes, and they organize this conference. Okay. Yes, to reach out to school children, teenagers. Yes. Okay. So they mainly organize the conference for those children. Students, for the children. Okay. Because these kids are faced with a lot of negative challenges. Okay. They face a lot of negative challenges each day, and
like what?
Like toxic stress from domestic violence. Okay. Yeah, child labor. Yeah, sexual abuse. Okay. Yes. Oh, wow. Lot. Oh, that's rape. You name depression.
Oh, wow. So is this for just like children in general, like both boys and girls, or is there a particular gender you are?
No. I think gender inequality is part of the problem that we're dealing with. So it's both boys and girls. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So how long have they been in existence? How long have they been doing this?
14 years now. They started 2007. Wow. Yes.
Where?
By Hausa.
Oh wow! Do they have other branches?
Yes, they have a branch in Abuja. Okay. And this year they decided to host the event here in Akwa Ibom State because the Niger Delta thing. Okay. Yeah.
So when is the event?
That is 20th of March.
Okay.
This Saturday.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, wow. I hope I'm invited because I would love to attend. Like, I've never heard of them before, so it will be interesting to come. So what exactly does this NGO teach these children? And then, okay, before you answer that, what's the age group? What's their target age group?
Okay, mainly teenagers.
Okay.
But then primary schools are also involved, so that their parents could come and hear.
Okay, like 10 from between 7, 8, 9, 10 to like
let's say
16.
10, 9, 8, 9.
Okay.
Upwards.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. So what do they teach these children? Like what exactly do they? Is it like an awareness thing or?
Yes. Okay, these kids are daily faced with different challenges, different negative influences, and just so many things. So this NGO helps to teach them, to create the awareness, the importance of child and parent relationship. They teach them to believe in themselves, teach them to make the right choices. Because, as we're growing up at some certain stage in our lives, we are faced with, we need to just make a particular decision or choice, and we're just confused. Okay, what's the right thing to do? If not properly guided, they might just make the wrong choices. So
that's interesting. So say they just came to Akwa Ibom and they're about to honor this conference. So this conference, are the parents of these children also invited, or is just for the kids alone?
No, both the teachers and the parent of the selected students.
Okay, that's important, because
important.
The guardians and the parents have to be in attendance for them to also be aware, because a lot of parents might be unaware of these things that you just mentioned and how it's affecting these kids. Oh, that's beautiful. So let me ask, maybe like in kind of like linked to the topic of the day. So how does the NGO teach these children on how to love themselves enough for them to be able to extend that love to other children and their peers? Because I've seen a lot of kids that are very mean. I've met some really mean kids. I'm like, where did you learn how to be so mean? Like, oh my God, like who raised you?
yes. I like, who raised you? The parent. Parents have this important role to play in the life of their children. It's just so sad that some parents don't even have the time for their kids to train them. Some parents don't even love themselves enough to extend the love to their kids.
Word.
So that is one of the reasons why some kids end up being so mean.
Word.
So this conference teaches these kids to just believe in themselves, teaches their parents that, you just have to create time for this child. You have to vibe more with your child. You need to understand your child.
You need to be present.
You don't need to compare your child with another, because children are wired in different ways. Their brains are just so different. So when you keep comparing them, it brings about so many things like depression, hate,
jealousy.
Jealousy. So that's the main aim of this.
So in a way, we can tie one's awareness and self-love to how they were raised.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. So our parents play a very significant role in how we even view ourselves and how we even love and accept ourselves. And I like what you said about comparing and parents being present. I realize that a lot of parents are so busy being adulting that they forget that they have children
that need
to raise, that they need to raise, and that needs their attention, that they need to pay attention to and actually impact. So they get so busy with life. Is it work? Is it their marriage? Is it their family, their friendship, relationships, that they forget that there is someone out there that you need to pour in love. And what you just said about comparing, you're very right, because I think I spoke about this like a few episodes back, when we said that a lot of children's well, basically, children are wired differently. You cannot compare child A to child B, because when you do that, you are subconsciously creating self-doubt in them, and also making them feel like, okay, you're not as good as person B, so they start to look at person B as the better option. Some of them tend to hate, tend to feel jealousy, so that's
depression.
That kind of like creates lack of love for oneself.
Yes.
So in time with our topic, our parents is the environment we grow up in is the foundation of how we love and accept ourselves. What is actually self-love? What is self-love in definition for you? What is self-love?
Okay, self-love for me is me accepting myself, like the total acceptance of oneself for who he or she is. Yeah. So for me, it's me prioritizing myself. Yeah, doing things that make me happy, learning, because knowledge is power. So I love myself enough to just want to learn, to know new things. Yeah, and then also staying away from things that makes me doubt myself. Toxic people, toxic environment. Yeah, so that's what self-love.
That's interesting.
Is to me.
I think for me, self-love is, in a way, kind of like in line with what you said, it's being kind to myself.
Yeah.
Like being kind. So because love for some people is such an ambiguous word. Self-love. What is self-love? Self-love is I think it all boils down to just being kind to you, just being very tender with yourself, paying attention to what your needs are. Not your wants, your needs are, paying attention to what makes you deeply happy. And that happiness doesn't necessarily come from a selfish point of view.
Yes.
It comes from that, because if I am not well, I can't serve. If I'm not in the right frame of mind, I cannot be the best person for anybody.
Of course.
Because sometimes, growing up, I was always the one that I put everybody else first. And I always put myself last in everything. And I realized over time that was me being unkind to myself, because I would convince myself I was being selfless. But in reality, I was being unkind to me, because I would give so much and I would be exhausted and have nothing left. And so it's like a cup of water. When we keep pouring, at some point it's going to get empty. If you don't have something else filling you up, you're just going to dry out. And if you don't have water in the cup, no one can drink from it. So you have to cultivate the habit of filling the cup and finding a source that constantly fills the cup so that you can keep pouring out to other people.
Because you just have to have it in you to be able to give it out.
Give it out.
You just have to love yourself so you can love other person in the right way.
I like that. In the right way. Yeah. Can you love somebody in the wrong way?
Yes.
Oh, how do you mean? How do you love someone in the wrong way?
I am going to use parents as an example. Okay. Most parents want the best for their kids, yeah? And then some end up loving their kids in the wrong way. Okay. For example, being too strict.
Okay.
Yes. So when you're too strict as a mother, as a father, you tend to create a bridge between you and your child.
Unknowingly.
Yes. You love the person. Yeah. But he or she's not feeling it. Yeah. They don't believe because you don't give them the chance to truly be themselves where you are. Yeah, so
that's amazing. I think for me as well, loving someone the wrong way could also be not understanding and responding to their love language. Because everybody has a way that they like to be loved. And if you keep loving someone the wrong way is loving them the way you want to be loved, not the way they need or want to be loved. So you're pouring out love, but it's not the right type of love, because and you start to feel like, wait, I'm doing so much. Why are they not showing appreciation? Why are they being so some way? But you're like, no, but you're not loving them the way they need to be loved. You're loving them the way you want to be loved, and then you're surprised that they're not responding to your affection and your love. So what's the loving thing you've done for yourself lately? What's the kindest thing you've done for yourself in recent times?
Okay. I believe that one of the nicest or kindest thing I've done for myself is believing in myself, accepting myself, accepting me. Try to work to be the better version of myself. Not comparing myself with any other person. Because that is like when you compare yourself with others, you tend to be unhappy. You tend to hate yourself. Because you feel that you're not good enough, you're not doing enough.
Something is missing.
You start feeling empty. You feel that there's a void that needs to be filled. But then you might end up indulging in things that you're not supposed to indulge in. Not comparing yourself is like a big way of just loving yourself. It means you've accepted yourself. You just love yourself for who you are. You just think that you are enough.
Do you know that's
and you're doing enough.
That's I agree, because but what you're saying, someone will say it is easier said than done. Love yourself. Oh my God, it's so easy. Just accept yourself. But when you live in a society where everybody is constantly showcasing, being very flamboyant with their lifestyle, there's always someone that is better than you. There's always someone that is prettier than you, richer than you. So when you keep encountering this every day, like, it's a constant reminder of what you are not. So like having to deal with every day, you open your phone, social media, Instagram, TikTok, like everyone keeps showing how they are doing so well. And then you look at yourself and like, oh crap, I am not even halfway close to that. How do you love yourself or admit that, okay, fine. Basically, how do you even love yourself in that mess?
First, you have to associate yourself with love, and that is God, because God is love. Now, when you know you've got God, you've got a lot of love. You just need to accept yourself. God accepted you for who you are. He loves you despite all your flaws.
All your shenanigans.
Yes. And so why can't you just accept yourself? I just believe like when you have a close relationship with God, when you trust God, when you have Him, when you understand the love He has for you, when you understand His person, you should be able to just accept yourself. Because you're God's image, you're God.
I love that. You're made in God's image and likeness. And He is love. And if He made you in His image, that means, so in a way, you are love. So you are love and you are loved. And just having that close relationship with God kind of like ignites that love that you already have inside of you.
Yeah, having that understanding.
Having that understanding is actually key. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine a few days ago, and I was explaining to them. I was like, I know God is real because He lives inside of me. And it's hard for me to explain to someone that doesn't believe, but someone that has a similar experience can relate. I know God is real because He lives, because I feel Him. I feel that peace. I feel that acceptance. I look at myself in the mirror, because for the longest time growing up, I couldn't look at the mirror. I couldn't stand the mirror because I hated the very image of who I was. I couldn't stand myself. So I was like, you know what? I don't like this person. I was always trying to do something that would make me be anything else but me, because I didn't think me was enough. I didn't think me was even any good. So when I see somebody being praised, or I see someone being celebrated, I'll first feel like, oh, that's the image of what being good should look like. So you should try and be more like that, or you should try and be more like this person that everybody keeps praising. So I never truly loved or liked myself, but getting into this deep love entanglement with God, I realized that, you know what, there are some things that He has said about me that I didn't know were true until I ignited my relationship with him. I realized that, oh, it's true. I am this person. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am talented. I am so many things that he has said about me, because he has always had, God has always had this impression of me. He was just waiting for me to play catch up.
Of course. It has always been there.
It's always been there. I just have to say, I have to come to that understanding of, okay, this is, I am made in his image. So basically, my sister always says this. Shout out to you, Ko. My sister always says this. To know, when you find God, you find yourself.
Yeah, and then you find purpose.
And you find purpose.
Yeah.
You find purpose. You find your path in life. Yeah. So because when you find God, God lives in you. You are made in his image. That means you find yourself. Yeah, that means you're made in that image. So whatever God is what you are. Yes. So God is good. That means I'm good. God is kind. That means I'm kind. God is, it's like, he's magnificent. I am magnificent, because he's a King of kings and Lord of lords. He reigns over the heavens, and he gave me the authority to reign over the earth. He said, go into the world and multiply, dominate and subdue the earth. That's my first duty, is to dominate and subdue the earth. So whatever is on earth, I'm supposed to be dominating and subduing it, not wait for it to work for me. I'm supposed to tell the earth what it's supposed to do for me. I want you to do this. Send the earth on an errand. Basically, send the earth on an, I'm going to say that again, send the earth on an errand on your behalf, because you have that authority. But a lot of us have not come to that understanding of who you are, whose you are. So we walk around with this slouch, with this, the world is against me, I am no good, I am nothing. And we ignorantly, we profess it. And the way the Bible says, whatever, your life and death is the power of the tongue. I've given you the power to say to the mountains, move, and it will move. So when you say, I am nothing, and that's exactly what you become, nothing. So, and that's something that the enemy fights so dearly, to get you to say those things, to get you to not love yourself. So self-love in a way starts from knowing God for you, and knowing how to even live in that consciousness. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm remarkable. And when you say it long enough, you become that person.
Of course, I agree with you.
Oh my God. Okay, so
okay, I have a question to ask you. Okay, so at what point in your life did you realize and started loving yourself?
At what point? When I reignited my relationship with God, that's when I realized, like, you know what, I like this person. I didn't, like I said before, I never liked myself. I didn't like what I didn't see anything good in me. I actually, for the longest time, I thought I was really dumb. Because why? Because I wasn't doing so well in one or two subjects in school, and I concluded, oh my God, I'm not smart. And that did a number on me. And just being in an environment where I wasn't constantly hearing that
is it.
I wasn't constantly being told that I was good, I was beautiful, I was smart. Because sometimes what we do, even to kids, like we try to call the things that we are seeing at the moment. We highlight, as human beings, we highlight the flaws and then whisper the good. So because I didn't have that deposited in me, so I didn't even know what that felt like. I didn't even know what that was. So when somebody told me, like, you're good, I'm like, what? I am? Oh, okay. That's new. Because I wasn't used to hearing that. So because for the longest time, that did a number of me. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have confidence in myself. So a lot of people that saw me and saw my potential and saw my abilities, because I knew I could just do things. When you put me in the place, I just do, give, pour in all my energy. And I never stopped to like reevaluate, like, oh, okay, this thing is good. I never did that because I didn't even think what I was doing was good enough. I just like, let me just try, not knowing like I was laying golden eggs. And a lot of people that came into my life will see that and immediately want to take advantage of that and take advantage of my ignorance of who I was, because I didn't even know that, so I didn't like that. So I was just like, I was just living in this bumble. So, and sometimes the toxic people that come into your life take advantage of you because they know that you don't know this about yourself. They will constantly remind you of that so that you can continue to feel that way, so that they can also continue to gain from you. So because the moment you wake up and realize who you are, you can put an end to that toxic.
Yes.
Because one thing about self-love is when you love yourself, you recognize when something is not good for you.
Yes.
And you'll be very bold to kick it out of the room and make it kick rocks. Okay. So I didn't know that. So growing up and just being in my young adult age, I was just living in that cycle until I recognized. I grew up in a Christian home. My parents were would pray every morning, but there wasn't that relationship with God. So when I got into that relationship with God, like, oh, I am awesome. What? This is what I was missing all this time. So just getting to know the love itself, which is God, ignited her. That's how I became more aware of my love for
yourself.
My love for myself.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, so tell me more. I want to hear more about this NGO, because I mean, like something that you said that kind of like is like it just ignited something in. What do they live in the life of the kids? How does this NGO shape the mindset of parents? Because I believe that with this kind of organization, it shouldn't just be about talking to the kids.
No.
Because the kid will just hear it. But the people that would actually put this thing to action is actually the parents and the teachers and the guidance. So how is this organization shaping these children and shaping the mindsets of the parents?
Okay, that's by educating them, creating awareness that they just have to believe more in themselves. Yeah. They just have to love themselves. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like I said earlier, most of these kids don't even know what love is due to the background that they grew up from, and then they exude hate and then end up in like doing things that are not even worth it. Yeah, making wrong choices, following another path entirely that could destroy their
wrong company.
Yes, confiding in the wrong people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's interesting. So parents, teachers, guardians, it is our responsibility to exude care, love and kindness. So all the children out there, and don't be too focused on adulting that you forget to be there for your children. Don't forget that as you're walking through life, you're setting a path, and there's someone that's going to be following you to be inspired by you. So make sure that whatever choices that you're making, you can tell the next generation to do the same thing because it worked for you. Don't just live in the moment, live purposefully.
Yes.
Miss Debbie.
Yes.
Miss Ward, in advance, it was such a pleasure having you here.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So I'm looking forward to attending the Inspired Niger Delta conference that is coming up on the 21st of March this year.
Okay. Yeah, yes. That's good. They're all invited for the conference. Just come on here.
Yes.
Just come on here.
And just come and vibe, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. This is Jerry. I'm the host of Real Talk with AJ. It was good having you guys here tuning with us, and I will see you next time.
Thank you.